I don't even know if we're live or not. But oh no, I think we are. I think we are.
Let me check.
I got PUBG Mobile on her. Okay. Yeah, I think we are.
You're not.
No?
Oh, we are.
Hello.
We are.
Telegram. Okay. Hey y'all. Alright, so it's another late night. We just got done with a date night. That rhymed, kinda. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we were supposed to do it earlier, but we didn't. Anyways, something's better than nothing. We're just trying to get more consistent. So that's the goal.
Mm-hmm.
I forced Erin to to go live with me at almost 3 a.m. 10 to 3. We'll get better time wise. I meant to do this earlier, but I'm still getting over a little cold, feeling a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
I'm sharing. He's making me do this, like forcing me to do this. I'm tired. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I've had one drink.
One drink.
Yeah. So one drink for me is like
woo. I would just like to say that I did beat her at bowling. We should have bet for crypto.
Why? You would have won every time. There's no comparison.
Well, the second game, I for some reason bowling second games, I'm just not. I don't know. I'm always worse on the second game or third game or whatever. Like I'm just with bowling.
It's true. You really did suck.
Yeah, my
really
rule.
Thought I was gonna beat you.
My rule for bowling is like one game and I'm out. Honestly. Anyway, tonight I broke that rule, and she was beating me in the beginning. We're not good at all.
We're really not good at all.
I break 100 like if I'm lucky, but that's about it.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
but we're trying to get better.
Anyway, we're gonna start going every Tuesday, I think.
Yeah,
at the Red Rock Casino.
Because it's $2 Tuesday, so we literally played a game and got 2 pairs of shoes for $8.
Yeah, it's like $2 games, $2 shoes, and then is it $2 drinks? But is it drinks too?
I don't think so.
I think it's supposed to be drinks, so we should look into that. But anyway, we're gonna make it a thing weekly because they have like bowling, cheap drinks. Hopefully, I think
we just went over that.
She's a little cranky.
So if anyone wants to join us,
but they have
Tuesdays,
pool. They have pool.
They do have pool. They have shitty darts.
Darts that yeah, it's shitty, but it could be fun. Maybe I don't know.
They got rid of Stacker though, so.
Stacker is an arcade game that we're really into. Anyway, and then next time I need to make sure that this doesn't.
Do you have an ad blocker on?
I don't have an ad blocker on, but I do have a thing where you can. God, I'm so nasally right now. You can make it so that your screen doesn't dim up when you're on it. Anyway. Okay, so to the crypto markets. Here we go. CoinMarketCap. There's and by the way, so CoinMarketCap is like usually the number one place to check out cryptocurrency pricing.
Mm-hmm.
There's some other ones like CoinCap, which I need to check out again. Last time I checked that out, it
was super buggy, but I really do think that they fixed it.
Okay, so hopefully they did. I think the team from Shapeshift puts. They even have a nice new logo and everything.
Yeah, I told you they rebranded. It looks really good.
That's cool.
Do you want to see it, guys?
Yeah, I don't think they can see that.
So this is what it looks like.
Here, check to see if there's anybody watching it right now.
There's not. It would tell you.
Where does it tell me?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
Wait,
just turn your volume down.
One person is watching.
Turn your volume down. She never learns. There you go.
Fuck you.
Wow. Bringing the F-bomb. Okay. So we have another good day in the crypto markets. We have Bitcoin up 8.8% at 3,800, nearing 4,000. A lot of the others, crypto or XRP still in second place. ETH jumping up over $100, which is good to see. EOS up. Pretty much everything's up right now. So BCH up 31%.
BCH is Bitcoin Cash.
Bitcoin Cash.
There's no one watching us right now because it's 3 a.m. and I told you this.
They're gonna watch. Tron is up. Everything's looking good. Big green day for the markets.
Wait, what was that?
20%? Look at Waves. Waves
up
50. Waves is up. What was that? 52%.
Yeah, Waves is in the green.
Yeah, Waves has been killing it recently. There you go with the hair on my face again. At $4. So I think the first time I got into Waves it was about $5. So it's still below that. But Waves is really interesting, man.
Concierge Club is up, baby.
Concierge Club. Waves is pretty interesting. They have like their own exchange and wallets all built in. You can launch tokens on it very easily. So they're doing some things right. But it is.
I mean, obviously, it's at 52% today.
Yeah, at a $408 million market cap. Zcash, like really look at all these things.
What's up? Oh, Maker, 20%.
Yeah, I mean Waves up 50%.
Tezos.
So
Tezos
overall good day in the crypto market. I wouldn't get too excited too quick about about all this green right now, because I still believe that we're in a bear market. I haven't checked the another thing to also look at, not only just with price action, but another thing to look at is volume. So I didn't check out the volume for today, but whenever things are up or down in high volume, it usually means that whales are kind of moving the market, which is a good sign in either direction. So and obviously, if you do have some fiats, which we all do, we want to start dollar cost averaging into crypto.
Yep.
Monthly, preferably, or if you do weekly or whatever. But usually, take your monthly budget, pick out what you can afford to lose, and put it into crypto. This is not financial advice, so they tell us to say. But I really do want to look into this is financial advice thing, because one person told me that this can get you out of prison if someone tries to say that.
Yeah, but he literally told you that in order for you not to be sued, you have to say it in the beginning of the video.
Whatever. I still want to see. I want to see it in court where someone says, "Well, I said this is not financial advice," and then it wins. If that's the case, and the judge is like, "Well, you're right, son or daughter or whatever." No one ever says that, daughter. You're right, daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing. Whoever, if we, for instance, if we tell you to get into, pick a coin out of a hat, Neo, right? We tell you to get into Neo, and that we like the project, and you buy Neo, and Neo goes down, and then you hold us accountable for telling you that you're a fucking loser. Okay, so let's get that straight
Seriously.
now. Honestly,
seriously.
If you blame somebody else,
that is financial advice. You are a loser.
You are a fucking loser.
Yeah, especially if you're listening to us live stream at 3 a.m. in the morning. Come on, get a wealth management. Really
drunk streaming.
Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you saying that, honestly, because that's ridiculous. Grow some balls, man up. You or woman up. You are
responsible for your own choices,
your own destiny, my friends.
So invest wisely and do your own research.
Yes, DYOR.
Sorry for all the sorry for all the
again
cursing.
Making fun of the Canadians.
All right, we have another person watching. There's another person. Who are you?
It's great.
Show yourself. Say hi.
Yeah, if anybody has any questions or anything, you can leave a comment in the live stream or comment below, and we will try to answer it. Or at least Erin will ping me if she doesn't know how to answer things, and then I can help.
I can answer. Believe me, okay. I don't need Kingsley's help.
Okay, whatever. All right, so good day, Green Day. Green Day. We were just talking about them earlier. We will go to Coin. Actually, no. Let's go to a different one. One that people don't know of. That
another person watch. Oh, they just left.
She's so excited. So this site ccn.com, not to be confused with CNN.com, because that's a terrible site.
Yeah.
Hashtag
fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news.
I've been really bad with on film and just making small, I want to say typos, but that's not the right word. Oh, we're such online millennial kids. So am I still? Yeah, I guess I'm a millennial. But anyway, so a lot of people don't know about the site ccn.com. I kind of prefer it. I don't know. You never look at it, do you?
Not so much. I'm more of a CoinDesk fan.
Yeah, it's mainstream crypto news. But yes, ccn.com. I recommend it. I like it. It gives an alternative view on what's going on, and also provides different types of headlines that you won't see on CoinDesk or Cointelegraph, which are the kind of the more mainstream.
Sorry.
Always. It's my fault. So let's see what we got here. I didn't have a chance to look through the headlines, so we're just going to go through it
BitTorrent
as we
creator
see it.
aims to kill Bitcoin with the green cryptocurrency Chia. I've never heard of Chia.
Interesting. We'll have to do more research into that one. I can't provide any more commentary, but I believe BitTorrent was actually bought. They're acquired by Tron, which we were talking about yesterday.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. So, so this is interesting. It looks like maybe a team of Tron is looking to do kill Bitcoin with a green cryptocurrency. I'm assuming they're calling it green, or yeah, calling it green. It's the name is Chia, but because maybe it's proof of stake or something like that. Let's just click through real quick just to see if it is proof of stake or something.
BitTorrent.
Solving electricity.
Electricity
Yeah.
problems.
So a lot of people say this that you waste electricity for Bitcoin, but there is really good reason behind proof of stake. So I don't necessarily agree with it off the bat. Saying it's more secure? Question mark potentially.
Created the Bitcoin. Are you guys big on Tron? Brian Ferguson. Oh,
We're
I went
getting
to high school with Brian Ferguson, I think. Hi, Brian.
We're getting well, I think we're getting bigger on Tron. We still need to do more research into it. I've been following it loosely for the last year and a half or so, or however long it's been. But it's
there's a lot of
projects are actually moving from ETH to Tron or EOS.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it definitely looks interesting. We have to do our research. I'm talking to my microphone when yours is the one recording.
Oh no.
But yeah, so that's that's kind of our take on Tron. But I mean, it seems interesting. You can buy porn with Tron, can't you?
Wait, you're not talking on your microphone.
No, I'm talking on your microphone.
oh, because you keep looking at your phone.
No. So, but yeah, you can buy porn with Tron on Pornhub, right?
I don't know about Tron, but you can do Verge. I know Verge. I think Bitcoin.
I think it was
maybe
Tron.
Bitcoin Cash. I'm not sure.
I'm looking.
I know Verge for sure.
Tron Pornhub. That's what I'm gonna write.
Yeah. So proof of time. I can't really comment more on this, but this is it's
Yeah.
interesting. They're doing something kind of whatever.
You can buy porn on
Okay,
Pornhub with Tron.
Okay.
I'm not.
I thought you pulled up Pornhub.
I'm not on Pornhub.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. What else do we got? Surges.
Oh, no, I didn't go to high school with that Brian Ferguson.
Australian tax office warns traders about declaring cryptocurrency profits. So declaring your cryptocurrency profits. So well-known fact. It was reported on CoinDesk or something last year, maybe earlier this year, that only I think it was like 5% or less of people that are in crypto even report anything. So it's always best. We always do what you have to do when it comes to taxes or whatever. But also, keep in mind that privacy is a very important thing. So if you have the means, do you utilize decentralized platforms and exchanges out there to keep your transactions away from all these prying eyes, from on a personal level, on a government level, on every level. It's very important that we take accountability also. Not only for your transactions on the exchanges and what we talk about, but also in the transactions that you do personally, with yourself and others. Agreed. On the exchanges. Bitcoin futures manipulation, how it works and how to reduce it. There's a lot of talks of whales manipulating things, a lot of talk about governments manipulating prices. There may be some government interference, especially in the last year with the run up, but I don't, and definitely some whales. A lot of whales own these media outlets that promote or don't promote certain cryptos, or this is the way that they, just like with any news outlet, you just have to kind of you have to look into it and investigate yourself. Never trust things at its face value, including ourselves. But manipulate. Yeah, but we're the most trustworthy people that you know, or at least that we know. So with manipulation, there's manipulation in every market. There's definitely manipulation in the stock market. There's definitely manipulation on the futures exchanges with precious metals even. So, it happens everywhere. Right now, cryptocurrencies is such a small market cap, especially right now at just over $100 billion. So, it wouldn't take much for them to manipulate it up or down. Manipulate. I don't think that they're necessarily in it to win it right now, but I think there will be a time where we're going to hit a trillion, we're going to hit 10 trillion and above, and they will start getting they're going to start feeling it a bit. Their fiat currency just slowly crumbling beneath them, their house of cards falling, and that's what we're in this game for, is to bring down the Federal Reserve and to bring peace to the world, which happens right after the first thing, or at least a more peaceful type of world that we'd like to live in, a more voluntary world where people can choose to interact with others peacefully.
Yeah.
It's not that much to ask for, really. You'd think this is like a common thing amongst humans, living with other humans, but fortunately, we have some greedy bastards out there that want to just control everything and tell us
To live.
how to live and how to spend our money, and we don't like that. So fuck those guys.
Yeah, fuck the government.
And anyway, yeah, just be careful out there. Recognize that there is manipulation everywhere when it comes to rich people. They have assets. So, but we do want to pull everyone into crypto because that is the most peaceful form of money. It's also the best form of money when it comes to technology.
Yeah.
Chinese internet court uses blockchain to combat online plagiarism. I don't trust Chinese government at all. I feel like because they're communists, because they're authoritarian. Really, I don't mind voluntary communism, but authoritarianism, I feel like I don't feel like it is a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not good.
So anything that China does, and I've been watching China interact with crypto for however long, since 2013. It's very annoying. It's always, China bans crypto, China allows crypto, da 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 da. It's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, it's very annoying.
Yeah, it's again, manipulation. This is what's happening.
Speaking about China, how does Donald Trump say China?
Someone we know does it really well. We'll stop using his name because we bring him up a lot. But
we're not big Trumpsters, but he's just funny to make fun of. But Brian Ferguson said, "What about Neo?" Speaking about Chinese,
Neo's interesting.
I heard it doesn't work. Like I've heard from multiple people that it just doesn't work.
I think I've sent some Neo transactions in the past. I know their tokens were a lot of people are trying to be the Ethereum killers. You got to get your
What?
Or you just keep putting your phone in the queue. It's like, okay, hey, hello everybody. Sorry.
Rich people manipulate all markets, though.
But yeah, rich people, rich everything. It's just it is what it is. We live in this world. It's the new jungle, right? We're all trying to survive. But Neo is, I know that their transactions, at least for the tokens, I think were expensive months ago, and there was low transactions. And a lot of people were saying that Neo was going to be like the Chinese Ethereum killer, the Asian Ethereum killer. It hasn't turned out to be so yet, but they keep advancing and doing their thing. So it's one to look out for sure. But also, just being in that region, it is hard, especially if they're pandering towards China, to kind of get anywhere. There was even an article that I read recently about just even doing business in China and how it seemed like it was kind of this like holy grail for a lot of American companies, and it just turned out to be false. So a lot of companies are moving their offices from China back to the Bay Area because it turns out that apparently I've heard mixed stories, but really you need to just really be careful whenever you do business over there. Erin just pulled up Quinn of the Day, Neo. That's funny. But yeah, doing business over there, it seems like it's like really hit or miss, and your chances of missing are a lot higher than hitting. So just always be careful with anything.
Brian said, "No, no, no. Here, super cheap and quick."
Since they're
where are you, Brian?
They're super cheap and quick. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I'll have to look into. This was just I'm talking about the tokens of Neo necessarily.
They're super cheap.
I've had decent interaction with just interacting with Neo, but tokens of Neo I haven't interacted with. There's just some sort of chart that myself and some developers on our team were looking at earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe things have changed. Maybe Neo has upgraded. Again, we're
Awesome.
not experts on all crypto. We just have pretty good knowledge base of we're like jack of all trades, masters of none, kind of when it comes to these types of things. But obviously have more experience with just Bitcoin and Ethereum and Dash
Mm-hmm.
and a bunch of others.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll move on. Let's move along. Defrauded municipalities. I'm sure use case for smart contracts. Whatever.
Bankers raise concerns over Robinhood's new saving account.
We'll just comment on this real quick. Maybe we already did that, but I guess there was some sort of language that was wrong, as far as regulations or something with the SEC or something like that. And Robinhood, when they announced that they were going to offer 3% savings accounts, checkings and savings accounts, I believe, for their investors or their members or customers. Apparently, there was something in that language that may have been a little bit off or something, or just like banks are complaining. It's kind of uncertain whether they broke the law or not. I don't think any fines or any kind of slaps on the wrist have been brought forward yet. But apparently a lot of banks are upset because they're offering 3%, and that's way more than what you see at traditional banks. So kudos.
Way more or way less?
No, way more. 3% is great. Yeah. So right now banks are paying basically nothing. So hey, if it's legit, kudos to Robinhood because that's cool. However, they worked that out and made it so that people can make 3% on their checkings and savings accounts, or maybe it's just savings. I don't know.
I don't trust it.
But yeah, it still is a centralized company.
And you're still giving your funds over to a third party.
Yeah, exactly. So always use decentralized exchanges and wallets and platforms and everything when you can. If you don't know how to use it, you can comment to us or give us a little holla on Facebook Messenger, or preferably, if you have our number, Signal or maybe Telegram. Telegram's not as good as Signal, only 128-bit encryption. Signal is 256. But a lot of people on Telegram, unfortunately, still trying to move people off of Telegram. Also, I think there might be a backdoor to Russian government. That's just speculation. I don't know.
Don't take that to the bank, folks.
Don't take it to the bank. But hey, you never know. Let's see here. What else do we got? Arise Bank CEO settles SEC charges. Let's see this one.
Who's that dude? Hey.
Oh, that guy looks cool, huh? All right. So the CEO scheme line pockets. So he raised
2.5 million.
No, it will be paid. So he has to pay 2.5 million. Whoa.
Damn, how much did he fucking raise?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see.
What's the company called? Arise Go?
Yeah, I never heard of this one. There was so many ICOs last year that you just really can't know all of them. So they a total of just over 2.5 million. So this is wow. This is actually a pretty big fine from the SEC. How much do they do?
CEO of alleged 600 million crypto fraud.
I can sleep at night knowing that I did my best. Okay, apparently they raised 600 million.
Yeah, I guess.
We're not sure if they did or not. Alleged 600 million, but they're paying 2.5. So the SEC is cracking down. Now this may be okay time when the SEC is actually cracking down on potentially maybe a fraud. We're not quite sure. We need to look more into it. But hey, if the SEC is going to do anything, again, go after theft and fraud. Leave everybody else alone. These are voluntary transactions amongst peaceful people for the most part.
Again, if you sue somebody for them telling you to get into something and you lose money on it, you are a fucking loser. Okay? So we've established that.
Yeah.
So the SEC should honestly just focus on theft and fraud.
Yeah, we're gonna consider making a blacklist for blockchain where we just put the losers' addresses on a blacklist, and so people can just choose not to interact with those people who cry to the SEC when they make a super speculative position in a cryptocurrency that is a very low market cap or is doing some like scammy ICO and then they lose their money. It's like, hey,
listen, we were in BitConnect. We lost money. Okay,
we didn't
fucking cry about it. We knew it was a fucking scam going into it.
We didn't chill it. We just did it. But we
We didn't go after the person who told us to get into it.
It was just a gamble. This is all gambling. Speculation is no different than gambling, whether it's in cryptocurrencies or the stock market. I truly believe that.
Right.
And I always bring up, and I'll say it again.
It's not like when you go to the casino and your friend tells you, "Oh, put it on red," and then it goes on black, and then you just be like, "You owe me $100 fucking dollars." That's not how it works. Okay.
Right. Or I'm gonna call the cops on you so they can take away your savings, your I don't know, your wages and everything else.
We're obviously very upset by this. So.
Yeah, we get pissed off. Just I think Elon Musk has learned a lot from us when it comes to calling out the SEC. I think that's where he got all his shit.
Brian Ferguson says, "Do you guys use a nano ledger or a wallet like Exodus, or what's your preference?"
Actually, yeah, very good question. So I've had actually a Trezor and a Ledger. Both right now, actually, we don't even use. But more of what I use is we use BitPay. I like CoPay. Well, this is also before like the announced kind of little hack thing. I think maybe they fix it. Overall, I think they're they're genuinely good companies. Or BitPay, which owns CoPay, I believe.
Yep.
I
know you really like Coinami.
I do love Coinami. I actually learned a lot from them by studying their UI UX and just the way that they do things.
Yep.
They also have they had Shapeshift and Changely built into their exchange wallet, so I appreciated that too. But ever since Shapeshift added that membership thing, they stopped doing that. But you can still do Changely, and you can do Changely without even like typically when you go through Changely, you have to actually set up an account. I'll look at you like I'm talking to you. But if you use Coinami, this is a life hack right here, a crypto hack. You don't have to actually set up an account with Coinami, and I hope it stays like that for a bit. I don't know. Maybe after we do this video and it goes viral. Oh, Changely, yeah. Probably after we do this video and it goes viral, they will have to change it up. Changely.
I actually really am a big fan of the Edge wallet.
Edge.
I think that's a great multi-currency wallet. They're adding a couple more coins, as far as I know, soon. But the CEO is great, the team is great, the wallet's great, the security's great. So I have nothing bad to say about Edge Wallet.
Yeah, Edge Wallet. Who else? Jax, even though there's potentially some security vulnerabilities, which is very important. I haven't heard of anybody like serious hacks on Jax yet. Surprisingly.
I don't hate Jax.
Jax.
He hates the design.
No. I actually like the old Jax better than the new Jax. Although I do need to open up the new Jax. So Jax is run by Anthony Diorio. In out of Toronto. It's run by a company called Decentralized. That's where actually I went to my first Bitcoin meetups in Toronto. And then I also wanted to start at the same kind of communities in Vegas. So thanks to Anthony, we started the Bitcoin meetup, and that's how we met.
Yeah,
and we've told that story 1,000 times. But I like the old Jax. I'm not a big fan of the new Jax, which is unfortunate because I was very excited about Jax Liberty, which is their new one. I was at the yacht party during I think it was in May. At the Consensus conference, and when they announced it, and I was really excited about it, but I wasn't that excited about the design. But it seems like they are building out a lot of features that could be cool. So we'll see how it develops. It's still early in the game.
I like it.
Yeah, she likes it. So there you go. We should make like a thumbs up, thumbs down from Kingsley and Erin type thing.
Here, I'll do it. Thumbs
up. Jack. Okay. Okay, so you know what? Maybe good job. For 1 out of 10 times SEC for going after fraudsters versus just peaceful people.
Mary says Crypto Mobile seems good so far. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that one. SE Crypto, all one word, mobile, seems good so far. Yeah, I haven't messed with that one, so that we'll have to check that one out. What else do we got here? Oh, why is this not moving? Oh, we gotta load more. Okay. Dark web Bitcoin murder for hire
suspects remains under GPS.
Oh, so this was some this was some crazy shit that went down, folks.
Was this related to Ross?
Yeah. So this what is all these random photos of these people actually that are?
No, that's part of the article.
Is it?
Yeah, can you read the fucking article? It says a DuPage County, Illinois judge has ruled that a woman charged with paying $10,000 in Bitcoin for a dark web hitman to have her former lover's wife killed. Whoa.
Okay.
Dark.
Hey, if that's true again, this is violating the non-aggression principle of the NAP, so...
I mean, I get it.
Yeah, so, you know what? I don't know. If it is true, government sets a lot of people up and random people up all the time.
Bitches be crazy, though, so you never know.
Yeah, so you know what? Slap a GPS tracker on her, aka a smartphone. I mean, that's all we really need. And I guess, I don't know, if she's violent or seems to be violent, I guess keep her away from other people for a bit. Interesting. I thought this was gonna go somewhere else, but this has nothing to do with the Silk Road. It looks like.
Nope.
So this is a new one.
Like it. Yep.
So hey, message to all those females and males out there: don't go fucking looking to hire people, even for crypto, on the dark web or anywhere else.
Or don't hire anybody to kill anybody because it's totally against the non-aggression principle.
Unless it's in serious defense, if someone's threatening your life or whatever. Dude,
we don't advocate killing. Let me just put this out there. Okay, we don't advocate killing anybody.
Wait, unless it's in defense of yourself. A serious someone's seriously aggressing on you. I can definitely understand it for anybody. You got to do what you got to do, man. But this doesn't seem like that case. At least just kind of scrolling through here, so we're gonna move on. I'll put it out there. You got to defend yourself. That's crazy. I've been shot at, okay? And not just from myself, from other people, so.
And it wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't her. Okay, The Big Short. Former IMF economist finally closes year-old Bitcoin short. Okay, good job, son. Whatever, you think you're a big shot. Coinbase Pro adds another 4 Ethereum tokens, including the DAI. Let's see what they added here. Ethereum tokens. So they added... DAI, Golem, Maker, and Zalika.
I love Zalika.
Tell us about it, because I've heard actually good things about that project and the team, but I still don't know. I think weren't they trying to make like crypto kitty transactions faster or some other things.
Let me go on their CoinMarketCap so I can tell you more about it.
Okay.
But I've been following crypto Twitter for quite a long time, and just everyone rants and raves about ZIL, Z-I-L. So here's the info here. So do you want to go ahead and read it?
So ZIL, Z-I-L is at 1.6 cents USD, up 18.32% for the day. Market cap is 134.3 million.
Mm-hmm.
Volume today is relatively high. I would say very high for at least the day at 16 million. That's good to see.
I've sent this to you probably a million times.
Yeah, I know, and I think we even covered this in like team meetings, but I just forget. I think I knew it was trying to handle transactions faster and develop secure and decentralized applications. So just another kind of platform to handle DEXs. DEXs stand for decentralized. DEXs are decentralized exchanges. dApps are decentralized applications, if you did not know that already.
And do you want to explain the difference?
Well, technically, a DEX is a dApp, but a DEX is just a exchange that lives in the crypto sphere. There is no third party. Well, there's different levels of DEXs. We can go do a whole video on this. dApps are applications that exist typically on Ethereum, but there's other blockchains where they exist, and again, they basically run. So there's no real central authority. So as long as those blockchains are alive, typically they can survive if other people build the framework, the front end for the user experience for people.
We should ask the people if they want us to do
ask the people
a Crypto 101 live stream where they can ask questions, sort of like this, but in a decent hour.
Yeah, for
people who just want to get into crypto and they just don't know enough.
For $300 an hour, and you guys can crowdfund that. We will take questions per hour, or not per hour, but by the hour, to do this types of. No, we'll probably do it for free, but it would be nice to start monetizing some of this somewhat useful information for crypto, of course.
It would be nice. Yeah. Oh, and they're putting Maker on here too.
Yeah, they got Maker. One of our previous developers was a big fan of Maker and MakerDAO. And Maker and was it that's who creates, I believe it even is behind DAI too.
Golem, I've heard good decent things about Golem.
Golem is is a basically, I think, trying to be like a decentralized supercomputer, if I remember correctly. Interesting project. I'm not sure where they're at recently. They were one of the kind of the OGs when it came to doing ICOs and launching on Ethereum as a ERC20, I believe. If you don't know already, you can launch tokens on Ethereum that are basically kind of like color coins for Bitcoin, and they are your own type of token that exists on that blockchain. Golem's at 7 cents, up 16% for the day, $67.6 million market cap, and today's volume, while it's up, is a $4.46 million. So another good volume up day for Golem.
Yeah, not too shabs.
Not too shabs. What else we got? Swiss Federal Council opts for, man, there's a lot of regulation stuff. It's like really boring. Well, I mean, it's kind of good. It's whatever. I prefer to see no regulation and then just governments ignore this until it topples their authoritarian regimes. But they're starting to perk up a bit as, wait, are you dead? She just rested her head.
So tired.
Sorry, but yeah, they're starting to, their bark is starting to get a little bit louder as crypto continues to exist, and it will continuously do that.
WAN chain.
Wait, but hold on. This is don't touch my phone. All right. Swiss Federal Council opts for minimal regulations. This is probably gonna be too.
So over the regulation talk.
I know, so much regulations. Whatever. Okay, minimal regulations. Hopefully that's okay for crypto. Any regulations is not so good. What else?
Binance.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, wait. What about WAN chain?
WAN chain 3.0 adds a loop ring, enabling on-chain decentralized trading. Didn't you know?
Didn't I know? God, didn't I get an email? Didn't I get a text notification? That sounds exciting. You want to read it?
Sure.
Go for it.
WAN chain and loop ring today announced loop ring, a protocol atop which decentralized exchanges, trading platforms can be built, is live on WAN chain network. I've not heard about WAN chain network. I really have no interest in WAN chain network because I don't know what it is.
We gotta check it out. That's pretty cool though.
I know we have to.
Yeah, we'll see. I've heard of WAN chain. I think some of those guys are in Texas actually. Mm-hmm, yeah. But anything decentralized, as long as it's actually decentralized, is a good thing. So
wait, go up. Something about Ether Delta being charged with offensive unregistered securities. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Wait, the exchange was by and large considered decentralized because this is just talking about Ether Delta. Are decentralized exchanges the future?
Yes.
Abso-freaking-lutely. We still don't see that many transactions on decentralized exchanges, even less so now than before earlier this year, but you will see centralized exchanges, just like fiat currencies, slowly get destroyed by decentralized technology known as DEXs.
Yeah.
And it's very exciting because decentralized exchanges, they don't care about governments or this other kind of stuff. There's just a technology out there, and they will exist as long as the blockchains and the nodes, the miners, or the anything else, so however the blockchains are supported, exist. So hey, that's seems like good news.
Oh my god, you know what I just thought about?
What?
You and Naka were supposed to do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu on Thursday, and Thursday is the night of my party.
Okay, great.
Sorry.
Random.
It just popped into my head.
Binance, we already talked about that?
We talked about it yesterday.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right, real quick, let's check out Cointelegraph. Usually, Coin...
I don't really like Cointelegraph. It's like very like centralized news.
I don't mind Cointelegraph. It's all right. I prefer. I like all three. They're all different. They all provide
different things.
Yeah. I actually CCN has been heavy on the regulation stuff. Actually, for a little bit, but it is important to keep track of, especially if you're a professional in the industry. But
Brian, I just want to say thank you for sticking with us for this long. You're the best.
You're
the OG.
Yeah, or something.
If I had something to mail you, I would probably do it.
Well, we got some sort of HODL gift.
I can send. Oh, I'll send you a book. You like books? I can send you a book.
She has lots of economics books that go over some basic stuff that everyone needs to know.
Everybody should know. And if I had 1 million copies, I would send them out to everybody. But Brian, I will send you a book for free.
Little known fact: she has not yet read these books. So everyone encourage her to read these books that she keeps promoting. That I have read. She has not. Just want to put it out there. Read a book or read these books.
He's just mad because I keep bringing home books and I just add them to my bookshelf and I have not had a moment to get them read yet. Okay. And every time I come home with more books, he just yells at me.
Yeah, because she doesn't read them. If she read them, I'd be all about it. But she's read a couple. I mean, you've read a lot throughout your life.
Thank you.
But the ones that you're promoting now, you haven't read. You're just taking my word for it. Do your own research, lady.
Okay, you're right. I'm not giving out.
Maybe it's all socialist.
Sorry, Brian. I take back your book.
It might all be socialist propaganda. You never know. All right. It's not, because I'm not a damn socialist. This guy's suck.
That just goes to show you how much I trust you.
Yeah, that's nice. I'm a trustable man. Yeah. Usually. Okay, here we go. Another regulation thing. Japan's FSA, which I'm assuming
that's the book, Economics in One Lesson. Yes.
Yes, Economics in One Lesson is a great one. Japan's FSA approves. Is it just as rude to cough into your phone as it is into like another person's face, especially while you're live streaming?
It's just the faces of so many people.
I hope that doesn't violate the non-aggression principle. Sorry. Japan's FSA approves license for hacked crypto exchange CoinCheck. Approves license for. Okay, hey. Japan seems like they're also kind of somewhat forward thinking when it comes to handling crypto. But we'll see if that changes. I have a feeling that all these governments are going to be very upset unless the politicians are actually bought into cryptocurrencies as crypto rises, because it does undermine their fiat currencies, which are the bane of a lot of our existences, whether you know it or not. So hey, very interesting. Galaxy Digital's Novogratz does not expect Bitcoin price to sink much more. Okay, here we go.
I hate when people do price predictions.
Yeah.
I mean, like.
So especially, hey, good on Novogratz for doing big things in crypto and all this kind of stuff, but his price predictions are becoming kind of it's worrisome or just kind of annoying, to be honest. He says a lot of things that's he's not a good, if you're trying to get like an idea for the market. Honestly, I wouldn't follow him or what he has to say, because oftentimes, especially in the last 2 years, he's been wrong. Now overall, major trends, he has been right. He's been in it since early on, so you got to give him props for that. But as far as like medium or short term swings, he has. Sorry, I had a couple drinks. He is not on it for sure. I'm not saying to follow me, but honestly, I've publicly stated a couple times, and privately, whether I believed what he was saying or not. And I think I'm like 100% right compared to him so far. So just because someone is hedge fund manager and all this kind of stuff, you still have to kind of do your own research, blah blah, and kind of don't trust just some billionaires out there for what they're doing. I know normal people say bless you, but I don't do that because I think it's just kind of weird.
I'm used to it. It's fine.
Yeah, so if you want to give Erin a bless you in the comments, you can do so below. What else we got here? So he's saying, okay, what is he saying exactly? So he's the next Goldman Sachs. So, well, first of all, that's red flag.
He said Bitcoin will stay between 3,000 and 6,000 in the foreseeable future.
Okay, that's at least reasonable.
It's like very vague.
Yeah, that's at least somewhat reasonable. I would somewhat agree to that. Although I think we can trend lower. I think we're going to be in this bear market for a little bit, a bit longer into the next new year. Yeah. We'll see how the BAX exchange that is supported by ICE and the NYSE, New York Stock Exchange. Apparently that's starting up in January. But so we'll see. That's also that particular exchange is supposed to help onboard institutional investors, but they still might be getting into this very slowly. Typically, institutional investors, they deal in the multi-millions or billions when it comes to trades, and in a market cap of $100+ billion is really just like, it's like that's small change to them. So I think we'll see a lot of institutional players, especially once we topple the $1 trillion market cap overall for crypto. Then we're going to start getting a lot more eyes and people that think that cryptocurrency is more credible. So okay, this is not too bad price prediction from Novograd. So Irish High Court, God, all these things.
We've been going for 45 minutes.
Okay, we've gone for 45 minutes. So I guess that's our time.
We're not going to keep you up anymore, Brian. You can go to bed now.
But thanks for sticking with us.
Thank you for watching.
We'll be back tomorrow. We're trying to do daily content. Hopefully at a better hour.
Please, God. Please.
Anyway,
we'll go to bed now. God damn it.
We'll see you soon. And this is the Crypto Couple signing off.
Good boy.
If I know how to sign off on this thing, let's see here. All right, here we go.
Bye.